Let's start the countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
And away we go. I see. Okay, a little bit of lag on Lipton's side, but I think it'll clean up here in a second. It did last time, so far so good. 11 pushdown points from Lipton. Maybe? There it is. It's finally cleaned up. So we're set. We're rolling.
Here we go.
Well, Matthews, you're pretty familiar with a lot of these players. Do you want to talk a little bit about what to expect from these players, or what their storyline might be?
Oh dear God, that is so many things I could say here, but if you've been my streams before, you know I like to ramble, so I'll ramble a little bit. So on the left side here, liptoneq got a PB roughly around 930,000 currently, and he is a CTL player, but still a sub-max-setter, so does indeed count here, although you can go toe-to-toe with Div 5 and Gold players alike. Had a decent first season in CTL here, and it's interesting. You see a lot of players who will stand out in one aspect of their comp or another, and liptoneq, I feel, is one of those players who's truly just balanced across the board. I don't think of him as specializing in anything in particular, but he can do a little bit of everything. I think we'll see that in his gameplay throughout this matchup.
Yeah.
And on the other side of things, we have cy1ersrc, who is sort of in the high-octane keyboard wielding Tetris warrior. Also became the new Diamond champion over in Ladder League yesterday. Took down Mick in that. And so cy1ersrc's just been playing out of his mind here. He's also 9-2 in his gold division.
Wow.
So he will likely shortly be a CTL player himself here.
Yeah.
But cy1ersrc for the longest time is known as just the guy who could do otherworldly things on 19, but had a bit of shaky 18. Well, he finally figured out the 18, and now he's just dangerous no matter what what stage of the game we're on here.
Yeah, we are in the middle of a drought. Speaking of dangerous, it looks like both players are able to use the bar score update here. 196 for cy1ersrc, 164 for Lipton. Left wells and center wells for Lipton. Speaking of all that kind of flexibility, been kind of showing off a little bit of flexibility here with these setups. Down about 1.5 Tetrises. I like your description of Lipton. Like, I feel like for whatever reason, Lipton's one of those players who gets overlooked a little bit, despite the fact that Lipton has obviously earned their stripes, got to CTL, played very well. And yet, generally speaking, when it comes to these 4 players, is the player that I've probably heard the least amount of chatter. Do not underestimate Lipton. Lipton is in CTL for a reason, is a threat and a danger in any game that you, a fair match is going to be against Lipton, so.
Absolutely. We did a thing on the TMP show this past Tuesday. It was a bit of an experiment. It was like a mini tournament. So we got 4 players together. They did a 30-minute call, and then it was an AO1. So based on the best score they got in those 30 minutes, we seeded them, did an immediate semis and then finals. So it was all within 90 minutes. But the point of that is that in that 30-minute span where you needed to get the best score possible, liptoneq just casually pulled off a 900K.
Oh my gosh. What?
So he can pull up some amazing games when you put the pressure on.
Lipton's PB's in 930. What?
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome. cy1ersrc, of course. If you're not familiar with cy1ersrc, you're soon about to be familiar with him. Check out the chat there. I just pulled up the profile. Yesterday, pulled a 1.326 out of his hat. So just a little cracked maybe for a quote Sub-Maxout Cup. But yeah, obviously playing very well right now at 430,000 at 96 lines at versus 377 for Lipton.
Yeah, really steady 18 play from both these players. Haven't had too many issues across either board yet. See a simul Tetris animation. Yes, we had that.
Ooh, key tuck from Lipton. Oh, a little bit of a misdrop here from cy1ersrc As is going to want to have a long bar here to get a triple, bring this board down, holding out. Oh no, hangs the S piece, and that's going to be it. We have a chase down. It's 478 is the top out score from Siler. 426 is your current score. But, okay, Lipton looking to potentially get this board back down, would love a long bar right now. Going to go ahead and take a square. In a chase down here, needs 46,000 more. You're aiming for 479, Lipton. There's a Tetris within one Tetris now, and 5 lines to go. Probably gonna have to go and do this in level 19 speeds have arrived, in fact.
Yes, some call it the TMP kill scream of that.
Yeah.
Doesn't quite apply to these folks. They're all capable of playing it.
469 Hey Now. Ooh, the Hey Now counter does need a change, but 6,000 more to go.
He's got all day to do this. Looks like he's going to take his time with it.
One more burn should do it. That double does it. Game number 1 goes to Lipton to kick off this Sub-Maxout Cup Grand Finale.
All right, we go for game number 2, starting off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Everyone's favorite, L square Z, or I mean SZ squares. It's like, what do you do with these stacks even? All right. Well, Siler's all set up and gets a Tetris. Some push down points, 1 burn. And we wait for Lipton's NTC to finish drinking some coffee and get caught up. There we go. Almost simul Tetris from both players.
Drinking some tea here on this Sunday morning.
Oh, nice.
My way of starting the day.
All right, both players pretty much just chilling out here. A little bit of holes in Siler's stack. But doing what they can to bring this board back down. How's a T-spin set up? Let's see if they nail it. Does nail it. There you go. 64,000, and Lipton is taking advantage of the slowdown. Is in the lead at 103,000 already. Almost 2 Tetrises. The center well set up.
So I was like, I'm not waiting to clean this up.
Yep, there it is. Dirty Tetris for Siler to bring this to 89,000 now. Still down a few Tetrises though. So Lipton off to a really fast start. But Lipton now needing this is a little bit of a scary board for Lipton. Okay.
High board, but he knows his limits here. He knows when he needs the burn, when he can try and push for a little bit on the board.
Yep, did a good job there getting that Tetris and putting that hole further down the stack. So we'll see if they try to burn this all the way down or take the triple and build on top. Go ahead and burn it down, and we'll now build on top. 1 row off the bottom. Siler, meanwhile, is clean at 169,000. Hey now to 191 for Lipton. So the Hey now counter is at 3, and the lead is at 2 Tetrises for Lipton. Board getting a little dirty on the inside.
Yeah, isn't that saying if you guys want to learn 18 dash aggression, look at the liptoneq.
Oh boy, double long bar dependency right now though. Oh, like 1 or 2 Minos short of a Tetris there, and Lipton's board starting to get a little worse for wear here. These holes starting to stack up. So might just need to prioritize getting clean here. As Siler's still behind, and also board starting to climb.
Well, here we go. Now we challenge another aspect of the gameplay. How easily and effectively can they get out of messy situations?
Yes. Oh boy, that placement for Sylar means the burning has to happen higher up. Okay. Delay triple with the J's there from Sylar, bringing this board back down. Lipton is clean at 263, 235 for Sylar.
Looks like both players are going to be okay here, but
wow, that was a little scary from Sylar's side of the board there. Lipton got clean relatively quickly after we noticed the kind of 3 holes there, and Sylar's still kind of working through.
Yep. Both players barreling towards 19 speeds. They're about 30 lines away. Lokenze trying to have as much of an advantage as he can here.
Currently at 56,000. Yeah, about 2.5 Tetris lead for Lipton. It's clean. Now Sylar's all the way to the bottom. Arctic in chat. I got a chance to meet Arctic actually at CTWC. There's gonna be a lot of that from my restreams. I got to meet so and so at CTWC. Oh. Yeah, Arctic also did some co-coms with Tyler, I believe it was. Was it Tyler? On CT3 for the silver bracket. Did a great job there.
Alright, final lines here before the arrival of 19 speeds, and both players have steady boards here, so we'll see how they handle this.
CT3, CT3, CT3.
Okay.
Oh, T-Storm is what it was. Okay. Oh man, T-Storm did so good on comms.
I can believe that.
Oh, 19. Here we go. 442 to 379. This player's having our first bit of 19 gameplay for this tournament. Almost made it the last game, but just a little short.
And Sylar's still in cleanup mode here, so there's not much you can do about this lead, and Liptoneq is trying to push it even on 19 here a little bit, although is being smart with when he takes his burns.
Oh, center well set up, maybe? Gonna take the burns. Yes. Very good conservative DAS burns here, but has a couple long bar dependencies now. Okay. All right, Sylar gets the first Tetris into 21 for the 19 speeds. 443.
Now back by just about 35,000.
Yeah, just a little more than a Tetris to go. Not to say that Lipton's been doing well. The board's been extremely clean so far in this post for Lipton, and gets a Tetris to go to 512. So
here we go, the back and forth continuing. Now on level 22.
Apparently everybody has met me at CTWC, including RXS and Jati, and they've met each other at CTWC as well, apparently. Yeah, pretty impressive feat given that they weren't at CTWC to have met at CTWC. It's like Schrodinger's Tetris or something. They were both there and not there. 586, 525. This is a very clean game from both players so far. 2 Tetris leads still being maintained by Lipton. Ooh, I said clean, therefore someone had to not be clean. Oh my gosh, see that square get thrown way left so quick from Sylar. It was crazy.
Oh, I don't know if commentator's curse is even going to be enough to stop Sylar right now.
I hope not. Let's see kill screen, kill screen, kill screen, kill screen.
Oh, this is so tricky, though. It's, I think, on the limit of what's doable.
Left, left, left. Okay, needs a bar. Doesn't get the bar. Get a top out 537. So just like that, Lipton on the verge of a sweep. Oh my goodness.
And
go ahead and mullin this one out, Lipton.
Why not? Hey, yeah.
you're right there. Is another Tetris go to 735. Remember, Lipton's PB is 930. 769. Hey now.
Another one.
Yeah, we're already at 4.
As I said before, Lipton's type of player, when you put him under pressure, he can pull off a gem of a game. And in Siler's defense, this was going to be a hard one to beat regardless.
Casually about to beat my PB here in the semifinals. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Gets a couple lines here too. 816. Wow, what a game for both players, really. 537 into 25 is still a solid game from Siler, but Lipton saying, do not underestimate. Don't tread on me, bro.
Here we go. Time to respect 12 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Or maybe 12-tris?
12-tris. Wait. Do we have 18 going here? Is it just not detecting it?
I'll know once liptoneq gets Tetris here.
Yeah, it's just not. Okay, it's just not detecting it. It's fine. This is level 12. Pretend like Lipton's level 12. The score is correct. The colors in the level is not. Yep, just keep playing. Oh my goodness. In addition to the 8-12 shenanigans, of course, Nestor's Champs has to also be like, I don't know, I don't understand. What is this 12 you speak of? I will pretend it is 18, even though it is 12. Annie Shark in chat. What's up, Annie Shark? And Anjing and Anpu, Pachira, Rogue Potato Kingsman in chat. Imagine having NTC calibrated. It's level 12 of bad colors. Yes, this is true. Oh, we're doing some echo here. Let me, I should do it. Lily's here, and Snowy, and Dobry, and Jati.
Oh my goodness, it's like Super Smash Bros. We got the whole cast.
Yeah, right. We do have so many familiar faces in chat. Thank you for showing up on a, well, for at least in the US side, kind of an early-ish show, I would say. Not a whole lot of shows that pop up, you know, 1430, 1500. Probably a little. Math, what time do you typically get up on Sundays?
There's honestly, I've started to find, as I get into my all older age of mid to late 20s.
Oh my gosh.
My body just has a built-in alarm clock, so regardless of when I go to sleep, I just consistently end up waking up by like 7 or 8 a.m. no matter what.
Oh, okay, so you've been up a little bit then.
Yeah, a little bit.
Speaking of being up a little bit, Siler's stack getting up a little bit, 104,000 to 132 for Lipton. Level 12 stars, remember, so. Watch, 458,000. How many Tetrises is that? Like 3, 4? Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Nestor's Chance, for telling me how many Tetrises ahead. I don't know level 12 scoring very well. Is the 300k like a pretty, like, that's like a really good transition, right? For a level 12 start?
With 12 scoring, yes. Because I think Lokenze said I'm having a dual voice here.
That what again?
Apparently it's just a little bit of an echo, I guess, supposedly.
You're getting double voice?
Unless that was an old message.
Okay. I was like, I thought I fixed that.
Never mind. Nope, never mind. Lokenze is all good.
$195,000 for Lipton, 157 for Siler. Both these players are, in fact, respecting level 12.
Yeah. It's so weird. And Siler's one who picked this level start. It's the moment benefiting liptoneq as he is getting a little bit of a lead.
Still early goings, though. He has a 3.5 Tetris lead.
And for all of the memes aside of picking a 12 star as a whole, do you think sort of emphasizes the sort of thing that I've always thought was important across TTWC and CTM whatnot, which is that, when you want to see the highest speeds possible and the most insane play on those speeds, being able to set the tone early on,
Yeah.
which in CTWC and CTM's case is on the 18 speeds, can be very important for how it affects tone of the match, pacing, mentality. It's all a mind game at the end of the day.
Yeah. And Lipton doing a great job here. 80% Tetris rate versus 58% for cy1er. So it is certainly going to be, some work cut out for cy1er to make up this difference.
Indeed, and its ongoing drought is not helping either.
Yeah. Are they at the same P sequence at this point? No, actually, Lipton is a little behind the P sequence, so now running into that drought, and the board is starting to climb. Trying to hold out. We're at 30-piece drought here for Lipton. And cy1er did manage to get down. Finally gets the bar, gets the Tetris 293, 259, but that does mean that cy1er is making some inroads here with a dirty board on Lipton's side of the board. Another Tetris, now within 1,000 points and way ahead in the line count, though. 109 lines versus 100, so transition for cy1er, and now soon to be a transition. Oh, yeah, we do. We have hit 13 as well for Lipton. You may not know it based on the Nessus Champs render there, but finally gets that long bar filled.
Don't worry about it, folks. He's just playing marathon mode.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I've started unironically saying those in my streams, and every time I catch myself saying, like, gosh darn it, Omen.
Looks like we got another drought forming. Okay, never mind. It's all good. It's all good.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. cy1er is now in the lead, so that early lead from Lipton has evaporated here in the post-12 speeds. Now 15. We're about to hit the level 18 speeds, actually, in 4 more lines for cy1er.
The way these two have been playing right now, you gotta think that this is gonna end up coming down to who can do more on 19 speeds.
Just realized, I guess I didn't just realize it. I just realized that I didn't mention that both these semifinals do involve a TNP player versus a CTL player. So.
Yes. Although if we had this about 2 days later, that might not be true.
This is true. cy1er about on the verge to make CTL. 404,000, 412,000. So very, very close matchup here. We are at level 17, I believe, with both players, or has actually... I'm so confused as to what level... Okay, line count here. They're at the same level.
Yes, they are.
Pay no attention to the levels. The scoring is still the same. And Lipton now has clawed back into the lead here after letting cy1er take a lead for a number of levels. Ooh, cy1er possibly going to go into 19 dirty here, 482 to 493. Lipton is not at level 21.
No, just subtract 3 off the level counter and then be right. But players are trying to make sure they've got a good...
that dirty Tetris from cy1er. Go ahead, we were continuing, you were saying?
No, because you finished it for me.
Oh my goodness. 515, 529, another game number 3 here, proving to be a good one. First game went to almost 500k. The second game went to at least 500k, 800k in Lipton's case, and now we have another one, 556 to 542 for cy1er, so less than a half Tetris difference between these two players. Oh no, Lipton's board starting to get a little messy climbing. Definitely still doable with Das, but these pieces not doing any favor to get this cleaned up quickly. Oh my gosh, where do you put those Z pieces?
I don't know if you do.
You don't. And that will be it. And Siler's gonna get on the board at 579 to 564. It is now 2-1. Lipton still leads, but the TNP 1.3 player is now on the board.
That sentence feels illegal.
Yeah, skipped 1.1, skipped 1.2, is now a 1.3 player.
Here we go. We reached the crossroads of the match. What will happen? Let's find out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
All right, as we wait for. Is this level 16? I am confused as to what level we're on here.
We'll find out. We'll know what it is when he scores a Tetris.
Okay, because it looks like both players' Nestor Champs might be a little messed up here. Okay.
That was 15 scoring, yeah.
Okay, so both players are on 15. Oh my goodness, Nestor Champs, please never change. Never change.
It's okay. This is all part of the mind games. The mind game's so strong that even the audience isn't immune from them.
Oh my goodness, Nestor Champs like, I don't even know what's going on. What?
Oh, NTC, you're drunk. Go home. No, Blinkus actually is in chat.
Yes, what's up, Blinkus? My bro. We've had a lot of good matches lately. Well, I say lately, it's probably been a month now, but...
Still more good matches to come, because as a reminder to our audience, this is the first of the 3-part finale to the Sub-Maxout Cup.
This is so slow. I saw Siler like put his hand on his chin waiting for the piece to fall. Oh my god, he's like, "Ah, come on."
Gosh, look.
Ooh, pulls off the S-spin though.
I respect the aura farming, but not during the Sub-Maxout Cup Semi.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, RXS is like complimenting Blingus for being the best player in the game that RXS has created. RXS, you should put a link to your games there, your itch.io games in chat so that people can come participate sometime and play you.
No, RxS, you're supposed to advertise CTBW.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. These players have played in including Blingus has played in CTBW Classic Tetris bi-weekly, which is actually I think really took off this last one. We had like 20 something participants in this last CTBW that's still going. It is a double elimination tournament at this point in time. So
yeah, actually, a funny thing about that, in the losers bracket of that double elimination tournament, Siler actually had to play RXS.
Oh my gosh.
So, and in my mind, I had to think at the time, could that end up being a preview of the SMC finals?
Oh, this is true. Wow, this game very close right now, less than a Tetris between these two players. 238 to 201. Now there's the Tetris I was looking for. 222. So yeah, less than a Tetris difference between these two players. Gonna be a pretty good transition score. This is 15, right?
This is 15.
Yeah, this is really good. This is really good scores.
15 standards, yeah. I usually say 350 to 400k range is pretty good. Above 400k is pretty absurd, because that already would be close to.
I was gonna say, I think a 400k is more than pretty good for 15 start.
Yes. And actually, liptoneq is right around that 80 to 85% Tetris rate.
Oh no. Okay, Siler's board needing a little help. This is level 15 though, so I'm sure Sylar's capable. Would rather not have to like do a bunch of maneuvers up high, but is capable of surviving a lot of this. My goodness, where's the bar? Take some burns here. This board getting a little scary for Sylar. Needing something, takes a good double there. Finally, the bar. Tetris 268 for Sylar. 336 for Lipton. What is at stake for this game, Mathwiz?
Well, I need to say the winner of this one is going to go to the finals of the Sub-Maxout Cup, but it's so interesting. It's not because not only the two semis we have on hand here between liptoneq and Sylar right now, and then of course RxS versus Lokenze up next, but just the different combinations we could have in the finals. We could have the all TNP final,
Right?
Lokenze, the all CTL final in liptoneq versus RxS. The two predominantly cat profiles of the business cat, liptoneq, and whatever type of cat Lokenze wants to be, or the two RxS profiles because Sylar likes to use RxS's.
Oh, this is true. Sylar's alt is Pog RxS, so just a little bit of Team RxS going on right now. What is going on, speaking of, on Sylar's board right now?
He has entered 18.
I was going to say, that was some sick maneuvering there to get that bar in there for the Tetris on Sylar's side of the board. It's dirty now, though.
I don't think there's a name for that move.
That was crazy. That was crazy. We'll just leave it at that. 464 clean for
and the Tetris.
Lipton and 356 for Sylar. Yeah, so the 18 speeds have arrived for sure.
Yes, and Sylar's down by over 100,000 right now, but again, the way these two play on 19, even that's not a safe lead.
No. You kind of feel like if you are Lipton, you've got to pour on the pressure early as much as you can, just because obviously Lipton very talented at 19, but you have a player who can play on 29, so oh no. Doing some little artwork there at the top of the board for Lipton as they transition into 19, and it does look like indeed a legitimate 19. Not going to be able to do much more. 239, 141,000 point lead. So Sylar is in a chase down, is currently at 400,000, needs to get to 540,000 is your chase down target. This would be a chase down, not of all time, but man, this would still be a pretty incredible chase down here from Sylar if they could pull this off.
I know you've said so many times, it's one of the most nerve-wracking things you can hear is that you have a chase down.
Yes. Yeah. Nerve-wracking, but also probably some of the most fun things that I personally get to experience in competitive Tetris is that particular thing. I love trying to do chase downs. It's one of my favorite things to have to be able to do. Hopefully Sylar's enjoying it because there's still ways to go here. 3.5 Tetrises to go at 430,000. Needs to get to 540. What's your favorite moment in what's your favorite kind of thing in Tetris? I guess there's probably lots of different moments in Tetris, but like when you're playing, what's something you really like want to get out of it, like what you hope that you can get when you're doing comp? High score, good game versus someone else.
This might be a bit of a niche answer, but for me, I like to have
1.5 Tetrises to go. Sorry.
I like to have a moment that just makes the commentator say, "What the heck am I watching?"
Fair enough.
Like,
This is
I play clean, normal Tetris, but sometimes I gotta spice it up a little bit.
Ooh, that was a good roof burn from Sylar. Currently at 494, needs to get to 540. Now at 527, one Tetris would do it. Actually, now just a few burns would do it.
If you can play safe here.
There you go. 540,000 in level 26 completes the 145,000 point chase down. This is what we're dealing with in Sub-Maxout Cup.
You run from it, dread it. The decider comes for us all the same.
Wow. Yeah, what a game. This has been actually a really solid set from both players. The lowest score we've seen so far is 440. Everything else has been 500s on up. So, very quality matchup here. Both players. Silo looks to finish up this mullen. Gonna end at 562. Wasn't quite able to get to kill screen, but still great game nonetheless. And we are on the decider. It is game number 5 between liptoneq and cy1ersrc. Who will go on to the final? We're about to find out. Math, do the honors.
All right, one more time for this match. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Can we avoid the early top?
I mean, no matter what happens now, both these players have given it a heck of an effort here. Like,
yeah, it's been a quality matchup.
Yeah, you want to win every time, obviously, but this is one of those matches where you won't be too mad, I think, if you lose, because you know that you gave it your all here. You did everything possible. And now...
Oh, Espin gets it.
What's it going to take?
Only push down points difference between these two players so far. L-Tuck. Yep. Oh, misses the L-Tuck. I know that we sometimes use Tugi's name in vain when it comes to missed spins. What's a missed tuck? Sylar gonna build 4 off the bottom? I think Sylar's gonna build 4 off the bottom. Okay, gonna go ahead and take the burns down though. Sylar's playing disciplined here. I mean, taking the risks, but also taking the burns when need to. So.
Yeah, that.
Oh my goodness.
That could turn into a dangerous sequence.
Yeah.
Taking players, but these two finding ways to survive.
Speaking of dangerous sequence, both players a little dirty. Sylar obviously needing to, or wanting to bring this board down a little bit more.
Just slowly getting there.
This is allowing Lipton to get in the lead a little bit further, though. Good flat burn from Sylar. Lipton is clean, just hanging out for a long bar. Will bring this lead up to almost 2 Tetrises now, 156 to 116. Very early goings here, but Sylar still struggling. Oh my goodness, 1 Mino short of a dirty Tetris there. And is almost clean.
There we go. We appreciate the high efficiency, high pace moments, but sometimes it's moments like these that can truly define the course of a match.
Now Sylar is clean, set up for a Tetris. I'm gonna take that Tetris after that well navigated dig at 154,000 to 248. Now Lipton up over 4 Tetrises in the lead. But both players clean now and set up for Tetrises. There's another one for Sylar to go to 200,000. So we have navigated past what I would consider to be early top out territory. Though I suppose the standards for these players is probably anything before 19's an early top, if I had to guess.
Well, don't need to have the game of your life here. It just has to be better than the other person.
This is true. And as we've seen for much of this match, Lipton is kind of controlling the lead and inviting Siler to try to catch him.
269 for Siler.
Hey now counters at 5. Lipton still maintaining that 2.5 Tetris lead so far. Siler's board looking a little worse for wear. Again, Siler, a pretty solid roller, not really any danger topping out, but is just going to be losing the efficiency battle further and deeper this dig goes. Oh, one Mino short of another dirty. I really admire, though, right now that Siler is not building for those dirties and is, in fact, just trying to stick around for survival here. Now, this one maybe one Mino short is set up for a dirty. Go ahead and take the double. This would be a 3 off the bottom dirty Tetris for Siler, but is now still behind like almost 5 Tetrises, 443 to 341.
Here we go. We're almost out of 18 runway, so perhaps unsurprisingly, this one again has to be decided beyond transition.
Yeah, this is a CTL worthy play right here. Like the quality of gameplay here from both players has been like exactly what you would hope for a semifinal in the Sub-Maxout Cup. Lipton at 493, 387. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, I was just thinking this stuff. Like everyone left in this tournament is either a CTL player or someone who took down a CTL player on the way here.
Yeah, crazy. Gonna be a greater than 500k transition, assuming that Lipton gets there. Built 3 off the bottom, and then transition for Siler at 414 and 523 for Lipton. So good pace there from Lipton. There's a nice Tetris for Siler to go to 443. So 100,000 point lead here still for Lipton as we get into deeper into these 19 speeds. These boards starting to climb. Both players looking to try to get a bar. No bar in sight. 34-piece drought on Siler's side of the board.
He's getting pieces
He's
over,
still getting pieces over. And Lipton's not going to be able to survive that same drought. And will top out at 559. So in order to move on, Siler has got to get to 560,000. Does manage to navigate all the way through that. And is now hanging out for long bar. Tetris 491 needs 3 more Tetrises. Board's a little dirty now though. Siler gonna try to get clean and get back to scoring.
Lipton's done everything he can. All he can do now is wait.
That was a nasty drought. Only a roller could have gotten out of that where Lipton was. And oh no, Siler misdropping a couple of. Oh my goodness,
God.
S piece is now a J piece hanging, and not gonna be enough!
Oh!
Oh no!
That's how it ends!
Oh! 559,000 will be enough
You can't make this up!
for Lipton to avoid a reverse sweep. Wow.
And
Well played from both our players, and Lipton is going to the finals, so the CTL player is going to be moving on to face the winner of RXS versus Lokenze.
Howdy, it's Arbaro, General Manager of Tetris for the Non-Pros. We're an online NES Tetris competition and community open to anyone with a personal best of 1 million or below. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to see more like it and to help us get the word out. And if you want to play, participate, or just hang out, join our Discord server at tmp.tetris.lol.